Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition, the Throne of Baal. And when last we left off, the city of Saradush is under siege, and we are right in the middle of it, being bombarded by catapult fire and trying to avoid the wrath of various giants that are outside attempting to break through the walls. This city has become an impromptu sanctuary for Baalspawn that is under siege, so it's not much of a sanctuary anymore. Right now we've just accepted a quest from Lazarus Librarius, who has had his spellbook stolen. And the first place you want to look is very close by. The only clue to the theft was that the window, which was much too small for his initial suspect, Hektan, to get through, had footsteps leading up to it. And there are two young boys here. One called Boy and one called Squip. Let us first speak to Boy. Hello.
Loser.
Gromnir has a big army. When I grow up, I want a big army. Well, you're aiming big. Also, there's something happening here. There are some soldiers who are currently harassing these elves. Now let us talk to Squip.
Who are you?
What do you want? You think you could hassle me just because I'm a kid? Do you know anything about a missing spellbook? Oh sure, just 'cause I'm a street urchin, I have to know about stolen books. Everyone always blames me. Squip stole this, Squip took that. You got no proof. I have proof. Small muddy footprints. Like a child's footprints. Okay, yeah, I might know something about that. Maybe I can help you out. For a price. 1,000 gold will get me talking. Now, Squip is aiming high. You can give Squip 1,000 gold. But you don't have to. 1,000 gold? Forget it, Squip. I'll give you 5. No more, no less. 5 gold! I've never had so much money at once. Okay, here's the scoop. Now imagine how Squip would have reacted if you'd have given him 1,000. I stole that book for Hektan. He paid me to do it, but I don't have the book no more. I gave it to Hektan. Honest. Great. Now we have the evidence we need. If you want to stay in our city, you should hand over some of your women. Okay, we're stopping this right now.
Something on your mind?
You got some business with us? Think hard on this, because you don't want to have business with us. Leave these elves alone. They aren't bothering anybody. Figures. You find elves, you find elf lovers. Mind your own business and you won't get hurt. In a city full of Baalspawn, it pays to have the blood of a fallen god in your veins when you're trying to throw your weight around. That and the fact that you saved Baldur's Gate once and Sundan SLR once as well. But this is the most important thing right now. This is my business. Now back off or feel the wrath of a child of Baal. This option may end up being messy. That's why we're picking this one. Baalspawn? Look, we were just having some fun. We don't want trouble with you. We ain't stupid. We'll leave the pointy ears alone. And off they go. Crisis averted. Now let's talk to you.
The fair folk rarely have time for small talk.
Thank you for saving us from those bullies. However, I'm afraid we may yet run into trouble with the soldiers of this town. We have nowhere to stay. We have no choice but to wander the streets. I fear we will soon run afoul of Gromnir's men once more. Perhaps I can find someone willing to take you in. We have no money, and the innkeeper turned us away because he feared our wives would draw unwanted attention from the soldiers. Who else would have the heart and the room to take us all in? I know someone. The person running the temple. If in doubt, check out the temple. Also, that was a bit of siege fire. That's unfortunate, but we'll deal with it. Hello. Is there still more I may do to aid you, sister? There are some elves in the city who have nowhere to stay. I was hoping you could take them in. The elves are welcome to come here for refuge, as are any who suffer. Had I but known they had no place to stay, I would surely have made them the offer. Is there still more I can do to aid you? No, we don't need anything right now. Then may Joaquin watch over you, sister. Right. let's do a bit of healing, because that bit of siege fire hurt. It won't take us too long. Also, animation clipping through the bit of stonework there. Alright, now we can go and give them the good news. And I'm going to do that by just running Terri over there. Guess what?
The fair folk rarely have time for small talk.
We have nowhere to stay. We have no choice but to wander the streets. I fear we will soon run afoul of Gromnir's men once more. Alright, you broken record. I've got some good news. Sister Fariel at the temple has agreed to give you refuge. Can this be true? The sister's charity knows no bounds. Thank you, my lady. You are truly kind and gracious to go to such lengths to help us. Quickly, my friends, let us go to the temple. We get some experience and we gain a reputation point. Now, that reputation point is not going to linger, because we're going to be going to the tavern to continue the spellbook plot. Let's go in. And talk to everyone, for it's a tavern.
Whatever you desire.
And here are two soldiers. Let's say hi.
Something on your mind?
What do you want? Can't you see we're busy with this cute little lass here? I believe they're harassing the waitress. Playtime is over. Leave this woman alone. You don't give the orders in this town. We work for Gromnir. I see violence in your stares. Go ahead and make your move, you greasy, crappy gits. I promise you won't live past happy hour. Corgan's on side. I guess it's time to remind everyone who's in charge around here. Well, looks like combat. With two people. And it's not gonna last very long. Have at thee! You're nearly gone, and you're gone too. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's speak to you.
Why, you're all such big men.
I'll get your order when I have time. See the bartender if you can't wait. Fair enough. Now, we have some, is that another waitress? Hang on, let's, have a look. Oh, it's, let's do it this way. There we go. Let's speak to you.
Hello, mate. You look a friendly face.
Gromnir soldiers are nothing but gutter trash. Maybe it comes from spending all that time running around the sewers. Why are Gromnir soldiers running around the sewers? All I know is a few rumours. They say Gromnir locked all the entrances to the sewers because the invaders could come in through them. But I bet you it's because you could enter the castle that way. But the sewers are sealed, and I've no idea how you'd be able to get down there. Sorry. I want to thank you for what you did. It's a relief to not have to worry about those soldiers pouring at me anymore. But I'd better get back to work. No problem. We got loot. And loot's important. Let's grab all this. Some of it looks moderately magical. Like this large shield +2. That you can hold on to for now, while I grab everything else. That looks like magical splint mail, magical plate mail. That's probably a quite heavily enchanted... Oh, longsword +3. Not that bad. Splint mail, full plate. Better take these off Edwin, because he'll be over encumbered pretty shortly. And that's a magical mace, and that is a magical warhammer. +2, +3. Ooh, not bad.
Yeah.
Now let us go and, I believe that is... Ooh, that's, Vekang, and Pelt G, and Hektan is somewhere in here, but for now, let us speak to the bartender.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Welcome to the Tankard Tree. Would you like to see our services? Yes, I would. The siege is somewhat depleted, my larders, but you're welcome to whatever I have in stock. Unlike most folks here, I don't blame you outsiders for all the troubles. Well, that's good. Aha! You have a store. And you actually sell some halfway decent weapons and armour. In fact, that's pretty much most of your stock. It's all of your stock, actually. Also, Yamato +4. The name of the mighty Wujen who fashioned this companion sword is long forgotten. However, the name Yamato, loosely translated, means guardian or defender. That is a +4 sword with +1 AC attached to it, and that is pretty good. We're not going to be able to afford that, however. We are going to be able to sell all of this, however. That's 8,000 right there. And we should actually have you hold on to this for me. And that. And that. Oh, hang on.
But there's a limit to how much I'll carry on your behalf.
Fair enough. Oh yes, your inventory is full of stuff, isn't it? We can sell some of this. I mean, some of it is not especially useful. Now I can pass this over to you. That is a... I really don't know what these are doing still in our inventory, but either way. Shield. Nothing there. Ah, yes, a bajillion suits of plate mail. There's a lot of stuff I want to sell. And nearly got all that. Also, the huge pile of
I
longswords.
got some cheap beer for you.
Right, let's sell. 150 per of each of these. Not too terrible. I mean, not that great either, but every bit of money helps after we spent lots of money making all of that magical stuff. Also, 375 for all of these. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. There we go. There's a protector +1. And you have that as well. You know what? I'm actually going to equip... Where is it? No, not this one. Dragomir's Respite. Where is the... Well, we can take these out. Like that. We can take these out. I want to get the Helm of the Rock. And the Red Dragon Scale. And I want to... You're not currently equipped with a cloak, I notice. Interesting. I think we have... Right, so let's give you this. -1 to AC is not going to be that significant right now. We can put that back. That is... Protection critical hits. Oh, no, wait. We have to have you keeping that. That is the Simulacrum Helmet. You have to keep that. And you can't use that, because it's not usable by paladins. Alright then. I mean, we could use that. The helmet that we're currently using only gives us... then again, it does give us a lot of nice stuff. Never mind. We'll put that back, but we will give you this. Reason being is that we can then pass this over to you... and make your armor class a fantastic -10. And then in one of these we have the Cloak of Protection +2. There's a Cloak of Displacement. The Spirit Shield. That's it. We take that out. Also, we have a suit of full plate just hanging around. Actually have quite a few nice things here, but we give this to you. Ah, we can't because of other... What other stuff is it referring to? It's not that. Is it the Ring of Earth Control? No. Is it the armor? It's the armor! Oh! Fair enough, so you actually can't use that cloak. That's a shame. You're using that. We're gonna have to give you that back then. It was a plan. It was a plan. Not a very good plan, to be fair, but still a plan. So I should probably just give you that back then, because your armor class right now is pretty bad. That goes back there then. Full plate we can get rid of though. We'll keep the paws of the cheetah. Inventory management happens more often than you think. Also, bag of holding here. There's not a lot in here, actually. So we're nearly done with sorting stuff out. And we'll put that back, because that gives you +1 AC again. And we'll put that back there. Okay, back to selling one more time.
I gotta stop dipping into me own ale.
That you do. 1,800. All of that. 3,000. Excellent. Now we shall save. Because we now have a much more empty inventory, and it's always good to clear out your inventory. Now we need to find Hektan.
I'm waiting.
Also, I think we can switch things back around. You can have that again. And you can have the Ring of Fire control back. We could also just put this in the scroll case, like that. Also, we don't really need that right now. So that can go into there too. And we will hand back this here. There we go. And we really don't need this right now. Or these, rather. They can go in there. Okay. Now, let's find Hektan. There's Hektan.
Hi, friend.
Ah, my sister. I should have expected it would end like this. Vacang, didn't I run into you in trade meet? Perhaps. I spent a brief time there. Between jumps. Between jumps? What are you talking about? It was you in trade meet. You vanished in a flash of lightning right in front of my eyes. A curse of my Baal-tainted blood. Whenever I was afraid, I would suddenly be teleported to a completely new part of the world. Most disruptive, especially while I was being hunted. Hunted? By whom? By other Baalspawn, of course. Yakshura, for one. Others. Whenever I tried to build a life, the hunters would show up and poof. I jump. Or teleport, if you rather. It's not a very comfortable thing to live with. So how come you haven't jumped out of Saradush? It's kind of ironic, actually. I ran into Melisande during my travels. She helped me, and as she tries to help all the Baalspawn, she helped me cure myself so my fear wouldn't make me jump anymore. At first, it was a great relief. Knowing you can be snatched away without any warning is a little upsetting. But now, trapped here, I pray every day that my curse will manifest itself again. You must resent Melisande for putting you in this situation. Melisande was only trying to help me. She had the best of intentions, though obviously events have not worked out as we hoped. I may be able to provide a happy ending to this remarkable story if you tell me how to find Gromnir. I can't imagine why you would want to meet Gromnir. He's rather unstable, paranoid even, but he isn't hard to find. He's in the throne room in the castle, so I hear. That's all I can tell you. Well, thank you very much for the help. Also, let's talk to you.
Hi, friend.
I'm not insane! I'm not! Excuse me? Nobody believes me. Why would they? After all that's been going on in Saradush, why even think about the fact that there are monsters amongst us, preying on us? Whoa, slow down. What are you talking about? You're right. I'm babbling, aren't I? It's just that I know that they're searching for me. They know that I know about them. The nights aren't safe for me, and I can't even flee the city. Know about who? The vampires! The courtesans, some of them anyway. They started disappearing after the siege began. No one knew where they went, and then they started to reappear. It's changed. Nobody noticed because of the siege, but it's true! They've moved down into the old prison. Their lair is there, I swear. And they come to this bar at night to feed on their customers. I've no idea how many of them there are. So many people die every day here. What's a few more? I was taken down to the prison myself, but I got away. And now they hunt for me. I know I sound crazy. No one wants to listen to me, but it's true. I'm a dead man. What are you going to do about it? Do about it? I'm going to die, obviously! Unless I've got to hide. I've got to hide. Tom, help me, I've got to hide! Meow! And off he goes. So, vampires in the old prison. Also, a rat is dead. Rest in peace, rat. There is a elf and an elf here. And a dwarf and a dwarf. I think there's an argument happening here. Shall we see if we can intercede?
Yes, whatever you want.
Something on your mind?
We try being polite, but all these dwarfs do is insult us. It's too bad Gromnir's men locked up all the town's sewer grates. If the sewers were still open, the dwarfs could shuffle around those stinky underground tunnels where they belong and leave us fair folk alone. I can see why there may be an argument.
Something on your mind?
Them tree huggers really tangle my beard. I'd like to take 'em all and bury 'em somewhere they could never be found. I heard there used to be some underground prison here, and they boarded up for some reason. Maybe they could reopen that place and stash these elves in here. AKA, here are some ways to figure out stuff. Here is, Pygram Ailson.
I trust all is well.
Pygram Ailson at your service. I hope we have what you need. A stiff drink, perhaps? Dark times call for dark ale. Am I right, my lady? Not too many friendly faces in this town, are there? Saradush was a nice place not too long ago. Then the Baalspawn started showing up. Gromnir took over, and now we're under siege. Can't blame folks if they've taken a dislike to strangers. Still, life and business go on. For a while. All a man can do is carry on and hope for the best. That's my philosophy. Anything else I can help you with? Is there any way to get out of this town, or are we all trapped here? Do you think I'd still be here running my business if I knew a way out? Not even the mages can escape this place, or so I've heard. Still, life and business go on. What can you tell me about Gromnir El Khan? Blah! I should spit in disgust every time I hear his name, but it's not worth the effort. Gromnir El Khan's nothing but a bully, a cruel, cowardly little despot. It was bad enough around here with all these refugees showing up these past few months, but at least they didn't bother nobody. Gromnir's a different story. First his troops ran off Count Santel, then they started terrorizing the townsfolk. Next thing we know, we're caught between a tyrant we hate and an army outside our walls that wants to kill us all just to get to him. Still, life and business go on. Do you know anything about a woman named Melisande? Melisande? Wish I'd never heard her name. Nothing against her as a person, you understand. She's a fine woman, always looking to help out the less fortunate. Everywhere you go, you find bloody do-gooders sticking their noses in where they cannot be welcome. But that's the problem, see? She brought these Balspawn to Saradush to try and protect them, and now the whole town is doomed. Good intentions, bad results. Still, life is life and business goes on. How did you know that I'd say that? Oh, just a lucky guess. Do you know any way I might be able to get into the castle to speak with Gromnir? Don't know why you'd want to go meet with Gromnir El Khan. Most of us do our best to avoid him and his troops. But I might be able to help you out in this matter. For a fee. Isn't the fact that I'm here to help Saradush enough for you? Hey, business is business, even in these troubled times. You want the information? You have to pony up the gold. Fine, how much do you want? I'll need 1,000 gold pieces to share this secret with you. I'll give you 500. That's it. Sorry, my friend. This is a seller's market. The full 1,000 or no deal. Come on back when you're ready, willing, and able to part with that precious gold. Well, that didn't work out, but we probably don't need that advice. We've been told many times about the sewers. Also the prison. The prison may be somewhere that we could go. And there's still Hector we need to talk to. And so, when we come back, folks, we've sold things, we've dealt with some guards, we've dealt with more guards, and now we're about to face off against a thief who stole a spellbook. I don't think he's going to like the fact that we're about to say hi.
You say so.
Something tells me we might be encroaching upon his personal space. Just a little. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.